Find my asshole brother. Bush.
Today is National Piercing Day. So to celebrate, we're proud to present the completely true and definitely not made-up story of the first piercing. Long ago, in the year 12, just 12, there lived a prehistoric fashion icon named Slob the Impressive. Slob was not like the other cavemen. While the others hunted mammoths, Slob hunted attention.
Ooga booga!
Then one fateful day, while trying to impress the cave ladies with his signature move of scratching himself, Slob tripped and landed face first onto a porcupine. The cave people all went into a panic, except Slob, who stood up with a quill sticking out of his eyebrow and shouted, "Me bling bling! Me bling bling!" Suddenly, everyone wanted a piercing. By sundown, the entire tribe was covered in face tusks, nose daggers, and something we now believe was an early version of the belly button ring. It was a fashion statement that would give Tyra Banks a run for her money. Soon, Slob opened the first boutique body modification cave, which he named the Piercing Pagoda because it wasn't copyrighted at the time. Slob instantly became a legend. That is, until he took things too far with the world's first tongue ring made of stone. Yes, folks, unfortunately, Slob died doing what he loved, swallowing jewelry. And that is the completely true and definitely not made-up story of the first piercing. Happy National Piercing Day. And try not to be a slob.
We got a lot to discuss.
Yeah, a lot to discuss.
What would we need to discuss? There's nothing to discuss!
This is wild. I never heard anything like this in my life. Listen to this.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's hear it.
What am I listening for?
In 3, 2, 1.
You're listening for the sound of my sultry voice, welcoming you to another Friday morning in the digital landscape of Facebook or Twitch or YouTube, if you're Dennis. Good morning, friends and neighbors. Good morning, Fred. I know Fred's up bright and early. Fred's an early riser who appreciates, daylight? And that's what I appreciate about you. But I will share a link. Fred sent me a link this morning that one of our musical friends and cohorts here in the SDF space, Corey Lynn, has a new album out on Spotify. I'll drop the link in later. I don't want to overwhelm you too early. But good morning. Yeah, good morning, Alicia. I'm glad you made it to the loo safely. Chesterfield Valley looks good on you. I guess. I don't know. It's still dark, right? No, it's daylight. Well, it's just gloomy here. We've just got shitty weather on the way. I think you guys do up there as well, though. Judging by the one-wheel group, everybody was talking about how the trail conditions were because they like to ride trails, and it's fun. I'm going to go up to St. Louis sometime this summer and hit them with one of their little trail ridey days. I'm confident enough now on my one wheel that I'll be like, I'll keep up. I don't know if I'll really keep up, but I'll do my best. But I won't be the fat kid in gym class, I'll tell you that. Not anymore. To the loo, baby. And yeah, so tomorrow morning we go up to Farmington, my daughter's track district's there, and then as soon as she's done, we bolt north for St. Louis, northwest St. Louis, I guess. St. Charles, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, for Point Fest at Riverport. And my buddy Aaron Chandler from Funky Butt Brass Band, he's getting to play trombone with Ludo at Point Fest. So hopefully I'll get there early enough that I can catch Ludo and get to see Ern up there doing his thing. That makes me so happy. I love having musician friends, and especially ones that now we're seasoned enough that we get to do cool shit like this. So that's cool. That's awesome. Good for you. It is calling for storms. Tomorrow's supposed to be great. Hooray for that, because track meet and Point Fest, we don't need shitty weather. Without going on a grand diatribe, Point Fest is a collective festival here in St. Louis that started in 1993, still going today, and has had, all kinds of national and international acts on it, right? But also has a core of St. Louis love. Point is our alt station in St. Louis, all rocker station, and it's been around for that long, which is makes me feel old now. But anyway, we went to Point Fest number 2. It was me, my friend Kevin, and my friend Pat. The three of us went together in my Thunderbird, the SS Thunder Chicken, and we did I had a little mini cassette recorder, and we did a travel vlog, however you would say it. We recorded ourselves on the fucking tape recorder all the way up and back. Half hour or 45 minutes, whatever each side of that tape was, that was our travel log. Stop, start, stop, start. We're in the drive-thru, and that girl's name is Chelsea, and she has big boobs. Click. Stopped at White Castle. Oh, time out, guys. What do we got? And go. The ominous sound.
The National Weather Service in Paducah has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Fulton County, Kentucky, southeastern Carlisle.
Okay, so this is all going to be south. I got to look real quick.
Southwestern Graves County, Kentucky, southeastern Mississippi County, Missouri, east central New Madrid County, Missouri.
Yeah, that's where it's way down to Boot Heel, where my wife's driving for work. Severe thunderstorm warning for Carlisle in Kentucky, New Madrid, and Mississippi, Missouri. That's it. If you're watching in Kentucky, hey, I appreciate you being here. Shit, I didn't know anybody lived in Kentucky that watched this show. And you don't. All right. Sorry, I know that's Stone Richard's job, but I got to keep apprised because I got to know if it's something right here that's in my listening area, I got to jump off and hop on to say that. But it's kind of annoying because we get it, within our market area. It's a weak little station, what is it, 30,000 watts, 20,000 watts? I don't know. Let's hear more about Chelsea. Oh, we will. So anyway, we did this travel vlog, and I hadn't really thought about it in a long time, but I got to thinking about this weekend. The three of us will all be at Point Fest, albeit we're going separately, but Kevin's sitting right in a row in front of me, and I'll be there, and Pat will be there, and like a lot of that crew from back in the day will be there. But it was interesting to listen to that tape, because of 31 years ago, Darren, barely 20 years old. Point Fest was in August then, but I was barely 20 years old. It was a shift. I was a good boy, though. All right, anyway, enough about Point Fest. Shit. It's National Barbecue Day. I love a good barbecue. You guys need to go to Byron's Barbecue, True Q, over there by the River Campus. If you've not had True Q and you don't know what I'm talking about, please message me so that I can help you save yourself. Mimosa Day. Sure, why not? It's a Friday. You should be drink whatever the hell you want day. Yeah, a little warm goat's milk maybe. But yeah, it's Mimosa Day. It's National Do Something for Your Neighbor Day. I do. I help feed the neighbor's cat a lot. And I've given the boys some beef over the years. I should swing through. I know they don't have anybody in the house that's graduating, but I know a girlfriend roommate has been graduating. So, it's a SEMO graduation was last weekend, but there's always nice reasons to cook meat, right? I should give them some steaks. Do something nice for your neighbor day. Mow their grass for them if you can, or, give them a hearty high five. It's National Pizza Party Day. If you grew up in the 80s and 90s and you had that game, party, pizza party. Remember that? It's Wear Your Life Jacket to Work Day. I don't know why. Marty McFly is not here, and I am not expecting a flood. I am close to the river. It's National Check Your Wipers Day. That's pretty easy if it's raining. These things suck. Hey, my wipers work great. You just did it. Good job. National Check Your Wipers Day. Here's a pro tip, too, for those of you who don't, or maybe didn't have I don't know. Here's a tip. When when you stop at a gas station, you go scrubby, and you want to clean your windshield off, and then you wipey, and all that. Also, take a paper towel and get it wet, like a handful, where you're not going to get shit all over your hands, because you will get black on your hands. But take that and wipe down your windshield wipers. Just pull them up a little bit, hold the rubber securely, and wipe them shits down with the paper towels. Keep the paper towels wet, so it wipes it off, but you're going to clean a lot of crap off. Okay, a lot of exhaust stuff and all that kind of junk that builds up on there. Clean that shit off. Wipe them off. We've got some good birthdays today. Alicia, and to come full circle on the Point Fest 31-year blah, blah, blah. When we went in 94, headlining that night, They Might Be Giants was there, and they were also a Point Fest 1 band. They Might Be Giants was headlining. 311 was there. The Urge was there. I don't remember the rest of the lineup, but 311 and the Urge, both there tomorrow as well. And I'm excited because I get to share that with my kids, and they get to experience that. I didn't experience that with my parents. And there was a lot of other things I experienced at Point Fest. Wear purple for Peace Day. And alas, I did not wear purple because I wanted to wear my new shirt that Jamie got me for my birthday, my sister. I'm not a surfy guy, right? But with my one wheel, I'm kind of feeling summer vibes. And I'm kind of digging the flamingo pink. And it's got this little, what's it called? The brand's called. I can't remember. I'm not going to turn around. It's got a design on the back. I'll just do this. Because I don't really give a shit. I'll just take my shirt off and show you guys the back. There you go. In my wife beater. Look at the back of it. That's easier. It is easier for me to disrobe on Facebook than to try to turn around in this fucking chair that doesn't want to sit right and that I've got a green screen strapped to the back of. So there you go. A little gratuitous Friday stripper action. Did anyone play? I don't remember who wrote it. Those were my favorite songs to play when I was in junior high and high school on trombone. The Stripper. I mean, you can just get nasty with it. It's called The Stripper. All right, it is National Strawberry Milkshake Day. Whether or not they bring all the boys to the yard, I bet they bring the rabbits. And National Piercing Day, as you heard on the happy little vignette this morning. Thank you, Tony. You know, I give where I can. And if you enjoyed my stripping action this morning, please consider donating to the Deb Eder Memorial Library Fund via my Venmo at Iceburg MO. And that's with a U, because name and Berg. More like icicle these days are the comments I'm getting. Okay, it's TIQ time. Holy shit. I have not seen Dennis appear yet in the YouTube comments, so we're just going to assume he's around, maybe lurking. He's usually pretty vocal, though. So maybe he'll catch up. I hope you're doing well, Dennis. We miss you on the Facebooks, but we're here together. By the way, I know I do the restream thing, and I send it to YouTube, and I send it to Twitch. Don't really ever have anyone watching there. But now it's worth it because Dennis got booted off Facebook because whatever. And he can watch on YouTube. And that's nice. Oh, man, a Lion's Choice strawberry shake. That's a winner. You know, I'm a Lion's Choice fan, and it's been a long-ass time since I had Lion's Choice. And there was a point of contention with people, whether or not they liked Lion's Choice. Oh, that's weird. Maybe it's not streaming to YouTube. I'm going to drop the TIQ in here for you guys, though. And this will be a fast one, no question, because it's a very limited answer possibility. Don't Google it, though. Don't cheat on this one, because it's a holiday. You just start guessing freaking holidays. But what holiday did Harry Houdini pass away on? All right, let me look at my channels. No, YouTube is streaming, and it says 1. I don't know if maybe the chat isn't working. I'm going to look. I'm going to check YouTube real quick, because I don't want to alienate poor Dennis on a fucking Friday. Are you kidding me? That's just terrible behavior. The great musician, and John got it right off the bat. Yeah, and if you know that, like, first guest, John McGowan, freaking A. That's my guy. Let's go. You guys give John big freaking heart emojis. Give John heart emojis on a Friday for nailing it so fast. You know, if you didn't know, John McGowan, he is a bit of a magician himself. Somehow he magically appears in 15 places at once every day because he's so busy. Yeah, there you go. Good job. So yeah, Dennis, the same morning. Okay. So yeah, I see all the Dennis comments in YouTube. Let me mute this shit. Shush me. So why is it not showing my comments in Restream for YouTube? That sucks, Dennis. Nobody else can read your comments but me. Or does that suck? Yeah, that actually does suck. Okay, Dennis, I don't know why it's not doing it. I wonder what happens if No, I'm not going to fuck with it. I'm not going to flip it up and down. But that's really stupid that it won't. Chat settings. Let's see if it shows me. I apologize. You know what, though? It's 7:45. We'll catch up. And it should be there. Embed in stream. Yeah, that's all done. YouTube and cha-cha-cha. Bots. I don't need any bots and bitches and big booty breakdowns and all that stuff. Okay, well, I will keep the Dennis chat handy. And by the way, Dennis guessed Halloween as well. Good for you. Okay. Back into it with the show. It is break. Can you hear us, Dennis? Now, he can see your chats because they appear over here in the little scrolly chatty window, right? But for whatever reason today, even though Wednesday it worked fine and nothing has changed, Dennis's live chats from YouTube are not appearing in here. It's so stupid. And then that can't be a Facebook thing because that goes before it gets to Facebook. Sigh. That's a bummer. Oh, well. Dennis, we know you're here, and everybody is glad that you are. All right, it's birthday time because we got a shitload of birthdays today. It's May 16th. I have mentioned that the universe has directed me to have many people in my life whom I love who are born on May 16th. Hooray for that. And I've added a friend recently, that is a birthday today. But Megan Humphreys, it's Megan Humphreys' birthday today. Megan Humphreys, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Rachel Cantoni. I saw her the other day, but I don't think she recognized me. Now, we didn't come into contact, but we were both at the store. And that's happened a few times where I've said hi to somebody that knows me at the store in passing, and then they're like, and I'm like, they didn't know that was me. Which is kind of getting annoying, to be honest. Maybe I'll just fatten up. Just kidding. You can smell Dennis good enough. Brandon Cooper, celebrating a birthday today. Brandon, nice guy. And, keep you out of trouble if you are looking to go to court. Brandon, happy birthday. Leslie Herbst, happy birthday. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Leslie's awesome. Holly Welter, I've known Holly for a long time. Holly's amazing. You're a good human. You have a fantastic friggin' birthday. Do you guys think, is that the Adobe Creative Cloud update? Oh, 'tis the time for that. Every day, even with updates done. Alicia White is celebrating her birthday today. Alicia is 40 today. How about that? Alan Bruns celebrating a birthday today. Man, what a handsome son of a bitch he is. Alan Bruns, I hope you have a great, great day. Symphonian, funny guy, teacher, administrator, lover, fighter. Alan Bruns, happy birthday. I'm going to flip back and forth between Restream and Dennis. Hey, John popped over into YouTube, too, just to give Dennis some company. Hey, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. It is Deb Mavers' birthday today. Deb Mavers, I'm going to go see Deb later today. Not for her birthday, but for her birthday, on her birthday. Tyler, the Creator, will be there. Emily Schwepker's birthday today. Well, now Emily Matthews, but Emily, a Jackson grad back in the day. Happy birthday, Emily. That's right. They're going to split the winnings, which means you get each a half a cup of Jack Squat. Congratulations. It is Todd Kester's birthday today, one of the fans and friends of the House of Bone back in the day on SEMO campus many moons ago. Toddy, happy birthday. Yeah, John, make sure you still keep the walls apart. Rose McIntyre, my ex-wife's mother, is her birthday today, and Rose is a beautiful woman, a wonderful woman. Happy birthday, Rose. I hope you have a great day. I hope you are spoiled like crazy today. Andrew's got 8 kids now? Y'all, every one of them should get you something for your birthday. And then cook you food. Happy birthday, Rose. Happy birthday to Michael James Carey, one of my Texas Music Days buddies. He worked at the music store where Brad Sullivan worked. And Michael was a talented drummer, really talented at a lot of everything. This dude just kind of does a whole bunch of it, and he's doing it all the time. Happy birthday, Michael James Carey, you talented sumbitch. And speaking of talented musicians, it is Jackson Bragg's birthday. And you know what? All these Texas guys I talk about, like Jackson Bragg, you go meet this guy and you're like, he looks like Texas. Jackson Bragg looks like Texas. Probably smells like Texas. As you should. Happy birthday, sir. Keep kicking ass. And happy birthday to Laura Stoverink, my high school love of my life. Oh, we were high school sweethearts, but we didn't stay together and get married. You know what I mean? So she's happily married. I'm happily married, finally. And and it's all worked out. Happy birthday, Laura. You're a fucking rock star, and we love you, and I hope you enjoy your last day of school today. How many parents out there are celebrating last day of school today? Not me. They got another half a week. Oh, well. Oh, shit, I left the TIQ up this whole time, too. Sorry, guys. TIQ was answered hours ago. All right, I got to cook onward here. Who else? Oh, Laura. So it's Laura Stoverich's birthday. Laura, love you. Happy birthday. It is Brittany's birthday today. Brittany Shazier, she is, has popped in. She's taking a break from being here in the morning for a while. She is so crazy busy, and as an agent, you guys are friends with her on Facebook. You see her agent in the clouds photos, and she's all beautiful and selling houses and kicking ass and taking initials because she ain't got time to take names. And all that time, she's raising these babies, and just hats off to you, Brittany. Happy birthday. We love you. We will continue to support you here, too, all right? You guys celebrate your birthdays with Megan Fox today. Old Toe Thumbs is 39 today. Adam Richmond from Man vs. Food with his cute little teddy bear face, he is 51 today. Adam Richmond's my age. Adam Richmond and I are 2 days apart. I'm going to sit down. What the hell was that? Oh, come here. Oh, are you at? Oh, that's just lint. I thought it was a little baby spider coming down from the ceiling, and I was going to show him to you guys. It was just lint. Anyway, Adam Richmond and my parents must have partied together. Where did he grow up? It's Tori Spelling's birthday. She's 52. It is Jackass star Jason Acuna, Jason Wee Man birthday today, and Wee Man is 52 as well. Wee Man and Tori Spelling's parents were probably partying together. I sincerely doubt that. Tori Spelling's parents were rich. David Boreanaz, whoever that is 56 today. Janet Jackson turns 59. You celebrate with her. That's nice. Yeah, and by the way, Brittany Dennis sending happy birthday wishes from the YouTube. I don't understand why that's not coming in the comments. Must just be breathing hard. Chris Novoselic of Nirvana is 60 today. Mare Winningham, she's an actress. You've seen her in a gazillion things. Oh, God. She's like the nervous mom, that kind of that look. She's been in a lot of stuff. Mare Winningham, 66 today. Deborah Winger is 70 today. Pierce Brosnan, ranking very high on my bondability scale, is 72 today. And Danny Trejo, a damn fine human, 81 today. Happy birthday, Danny. You guys made it. You celebrate, and we celebrate with you with a big card and a bow on our heads. Oh, man. What's going on in history today? Okay, as I mentioned, and I will comment this bad boy in the restreams, and it won't let me, here's the thing, and it won't let me comment to YouTube. So it's something funky with the YouTube today. Like that comment I just posted only showed up in Twitch, apparently. At least it gives me icon feedback, so I know that, the little X next to YouTube means that didn't happen. Why don't you paste that bitch in? But see, you guys can see it, but you can't click on it in the restream. And I'm going to post it in here for Dennis just so he's got a quick. She is a part. Are you a part of the Rhythm Nation, Dennis? I bet you are. I wish I could keep Restream and Dennis like next to each other. I wonder if I can. You know what I can do? I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Like Brutus. Okay, I'm going to put the Dennis comments there. Separate tab. We put the Restream comments here. And then we put the show prep here. Hell yes. I got it all. I got it all. But Corey Lynn's new album is out on Spotify. To quote Fred, bangers from top to bottom. To paraphrase Fred, I don't remember exactly what you wrote. But go check it out and support her. Support your fellow musicians. Support your fellow SDF fam and give them the love. You got it. 10 days left until Memorial Day. By the way, 2 weeks from last night, first game of the catfish season on the 29th, capecatfish.com. Go get your tickets. They're cheap, and it's going to be fun. Oh, we got so much fun shit planned this season. You guys are going to love it. Dennis. 49 days left until Independence Day, which means there's 48 days left until my son's birthday, in case you're saving up. It was on this date in 1891, Spam was sold for the first time. Yeah, no, Spam wasn't invented in a world war or when the astronauts were going to space, like all that cool shit. No, Spam was just 1891. Some dude was like, I don't know, 50 cents? Guy gave him 50 cents for a can of that shit he just made, and boy, oh boy, they went to town on it. I'm a fan of Spam, not going to lie. I will take a can of Spam and get that little log out of there and slice that bitch up and fry it on a skillet and put it on a biscuit. Trust me, get your dirty deep south on. 1939, food stamps were issued for the first time. Bueller. 1965, SpaghettiOs were first sold. Can you imagine life as a child before SpaghettiOs? That was back when they had to put like leather belts on their books and wear knickers. 1981, the number one song in the land. Probably ranking high on my least favorite songs. It's not a bad song. But Betty Davis Eyes from Kim Carnes. Not a fan. I don't like Kim Carnes' voice. No. That's one that does not make my playlist. Sorry. If you like it, good for you. It was number one in 1981, so a lot of people liked it. But a lot of people like Nickelback too. 1985, for the first time ever. 1983, sorry. Michael Jackson does the moonwalk on TV. It was the Motown 25th anniversary special, and he just started moonwalking. Right there. People were like, jaws dropped. I was 9 when that happened. I wasn't watching that. I was in bed. Dennis, how does this differ from normal? It doesn't. Wall-to-wall bangers. Thank you, Fred, for the clarity. 1985, Michael Jordan was named Rookie of the Year by the NBA. Good call, NBA. I was 11 years old, 11, 12-year-old boys all in the locker room, and man, everybody wanted those Jordans. Air Jordans. That was it. Didn't have them. 1986, opening in theaters this weekend. Not part of your Spy the Lie today, though. Top Gun with Tom Cruise. I feel the need for speed. I don't know who I was looking at just then. Number one song in the land in 1987 on this date. U2, With or Without You. By the way, there's a really good version. It's like a kind of a bossa salsa version of With or Without You by U2. It was on some remix album. Ask me about it. I'll send you a link. Or you can find it on YouTube or wherever, Spotify. But anyway, it's got these horn parts. But I still... No, it's not With or Without You. It was Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. I love some Caribbean rhythms. I love some South American music. I love some Central American music. I love that Latin vibe. It makes me shimmy. And we lost Jim Henson back on this date in 1990 from pneumonia. Caught it off a puppet. You do like it? And so did Betty Davis. Did she actually endorse the song? She's like, oh, that's a nice song. Thank you. Kim Carnes. Not Kim Carnes. Yeah, Kim Carnes. On this date in the Keith Richard Falling Down Chronicles, in 1998, Keith Richards, guitarist for the Rolling Stones, he fell while he was in his home in Connecticut reaching for a book of nude art. I was reaching for my naked people book, and I fell. And he fell, and the fall caused him to break his ribs. And they had to postpone a bunch of dates on the Bridges to Babylon tour because he wanted to see his nudie pictures. Man, that was 1998. You couldn't just click, 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 titties everywhere. Nope, not 98. We had to work for our internet porn back then. Bethy. Where's Bethy this morning? You know what Bethy's doing? She's slaving away. She's working out. She's slaying and okaying. On this date in 2000, with his Warner Brothers contract terminated, Prince started using his name Prince again instead of the symbol bullshit that he did with the MPG. And he changed that back in 1993 because he had a label dispute. And he's like, all right, I won't be Prince. I'll be the fleur-de-lis looking shit in the MPG. Prince was a smart fella. and he knew how to eat around a bruise. And on this date in 2010, Ronnie James Dio passed away after a 6-month battle with stomach cancer. He was 67 years old. Oh, that's cool, Dennis. Dennis said her kids, Betty Davis's kids, told her about it. Said, Mom, they wrote a song about you. It's a pretty nice song. She was honored to have a well-known rock song about her. That's cool. Tasteful nudes. Oh, I'm sure. It was a quote, book of nude art. But if you've watched Throw Mama from the Train, you know that not all books are as tasteful as they may be titled. It's called Women I'd Like to Pork. It's a coffee table book. By the way, if you guys have never seen Throw Mama from the Train, please go watch that movie today. I don't really need you to watch it for any research purposes. It's just a funny-ass movie, and I haven't watched it in a long time. And Danny DeVito makes me laugh hard. And Billy Crystal and Danny DeVito together in that movie make me laugh real hard. Owen, there's a burr in my ear. No connection. What? Are you not seeing me? Oh, sorry, Fred. I have context today. Hey, let's get Stone in here and give my mind a break for a minute, okay? You just slide into my brain and take over, Stone Richards, weather lord, the best guy in the land, handsome son of a bitch, and obviously economically thoroughly blessed. Okay, that's enough. He starts talking about himself. Showers, thunderstorms likely. We are under. Let me actually refresh here. I want to make sure I got the latest info for you guys. We're under a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 a.m. here. Further south, he hit the bottom end of Mississippi County, about south of Sikeston. Things are going shitty. We had 2-inch hail this morning in Neelyville, Missouri. I've got photos. I'm not sharing them because I can't comment them. But showers, thunderstorms likely up here, mainly rolling through after 3 p.m. or so today. Could be some severe weather. Could see some tornadoes. Could see some big-ass hail. Could see some winds. We could see cats and dogs. We could see the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. It's anyone's game at this point. High close to 80, 86. That's a little more than 80. And then as we move into tonight, that chance of severe thunderstorms kind of tapering off as we get towards dinner time, but then coming back up. 7-ish. Low of 62 overnight. Tomorrow, move all that shit out of town. Sunshine. High of 82. Perfect day. Going to start my day at the farmer's market? Nope. I'm going to start my day on the road to Farmington without any fresh fruit or veggies in my hands. Sunshine tomorrow. Saturday night, 30% chance of showers overnight with a low of 60. Partly cloudy. As we step into Sunday, sunshine for the most part with a high of 82. But we've got a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon with a high of 81. It is that summertime weather in Missouri. It's really the next 4 or 5 days, same kind of shit. And I'm going to tell you, right now it looks like a chance of showers, thunderstorms through at least Wednesday. We need to cut hay. We need some dry days. So slow this business out. Stone Richards, Weather Lord. I will see you at Point Fest. Yes? Are you introducing 311? Absolutely not. Okay. How about some kettle beef? That sounds delicious. No connection to Bethy. Yeah, gotcha. Shizzle gonna get freaky. You know, and Gregory, they moved the SEMO baseball game up from 6 p.m. to 11 a.m. today in safeguard of pending weather. That'll come in later. Good call. I'm glad I don't have to do PA because I would not be able to pull that off today. Well, that'd be okay, Dennis. Dennis says if there's a big storm in Kansas, you go to Oz, but if there's a big storm where he's at, you could end up in Jersey. But that's where Gregory's at, and he's a pretty handy guy. So, you know, if you get sucked up and you land next to a 45 of stormy weather like that Ripley's Believe It or Not story from the 60s, you could be saved by Gregory Gannon. He could catch you in his arms, carry you off like Officer and a Gentleman. All right, that's your weather. It is Brekkie Bits time, and today scientists have discovered the oldest recorded reptile-like footprints near Melbourne, Australia. Of course, in Australia. These date back somewhere between 354 and 358 million years ago. Okay, old-ass footprints. The 4 million year margin in there. That's not too bad. Anyway, the whole point of this is these newfound footprints suggest that animals evolved the ability to walk way earlier than what we thought. So it wasn't 1978. It was actually goes back millions and millions of years. How about that? Kind of cool. Walmart is warning that price hikes are coming, and you may have caught this on your local news last night because everybody gets feeded the same vignettes from the national stories. But anyway, yeah, Walmart's saying shit's going to get expensive, and it's probably going to be a lot more pinch penny time when back to school madness hits in August. So I'm giving you the heads up now. Take your ass to Dollar Tree, get your notebooks and all that crap you're going to need for your kids. Just go ahead and get that now. It's going to be probably, I would say 7 to 10% higher in 2 months. How do you base that expertise, Darren? Oh, that's not expertise at all. That is an absolute random dart in the wall. Take it as you want. Dick's Sporting Goods is going to buy out Foot Locker. $2.4 billion to buy out Foot Locker. Wow. Good for them. Coral reefs. You know, we talk about ecological damage that us dirty humans and our viral-like race has happened on our planet. Engineers have developed a gel to help speed up coral reef recovery times. Get this. The substance accelerated new coral seeding by up to 20 times in lab tests. So if you're looking for a cool job and you want to scuba dive, maybe you can be a scuba diving coral gel skeeter. I don't know what they'd call them. That's what I'd call it. Skeet, and gel all over the coral reefs so they can grow. I don't know how you put it on underwater. I'm curious. I want to know more. Just not right now. By the way, big fan of Adam Sandler. His 1996 movie, Happy Gilmore, great movie. That gator that took Chubb's hand in Happy Gilmore, that gator's real name was Morris. Morris was an acting gator and was in a lot of things over 3 decades of his life. TV shows, movies, all this kind of stuff. Morris the alligator. Morris the alligator has passed away at the age of 80. Moment of silence for Morris the alligator. All right, that's it. Still bitter about Chubbs. Direct Ukraine-Russia ceasefire talks began yesterday in Turkey without Russian President Vladimir Putin. President Zelensky flew in for the talks, but Putin didn't. So Zelensky said, fuck it, I'm going back home. Super effective. Wear purple for Peace Day. Chris Brown is in trouble with the law again. Oh, Chris. He was arrested Thursday at a 5-star hotel. It was last week, Thursday. At a 5-star hotel in Manchester, England, for allegedly smashing a tequila bottle over a music producer's head. Tequila bottles are some thick-ass glass. Chris Brown's a douche. This show is based on opinion, but mostly facts. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for hanging this morning and celebrating Laura's birthday with me, and Rose's birthday, and Brittany's birthday, and everybody's birthday. Yeah, the Hollywood lifestyle is not for everyone. That's why I wear a helmet when I hang out with Chris Brown. An actor that if you look at his picture, you'll be like, oh, that guy. Joe Don Baker has passed away at the age of 89. He passed away last week. Walking Tall. He did a lot of Westerns early on. He's been in a ton of movies. Google him. He's appeared in a ton of stuff. Joe Don Baker. By the way, the official national fruit of New Zealand, not the kiwi. If you must know, it's the Feijoa. That is known around the world as the pineapple guava. That's the national fruit of New Zealand. Not your kiwis. There's a Bethy. Good morning, Bethy. It's fucking 10 after 8, and we're not even done with Brekkie Bits. That's okay. I got kind of a easy one. We got Spy the Lie today, and then we got just a couple of whatevers, right? Speaking of New Zealand, Brad Pitt is filming a movie in New Zealand, so if you want to pick a time to travel, probably a good time. You can go hang out with Brad Pitt. But here's the deal. Brad Pitt, hanging out in New Zealand, went through a McDonald's drive-thru in Auckland on Easter Sunday. And while he was there, he filmed a video for a young fan. That's cool. You know, Brad Pitt didn't have to take time to do that. He took time. He was like, hell yeah, I'll film a TikTok video with this kid. Why not? Brad Pitt sounds like a pretty decent human. Angelina might not agree. I don't know. Don't care. But McDonald's is thanking Brad Pitt by giving away a free quarter pounder to anyone named Brad through this Sunday. I assume only in Auckland. But look it up. I don't know. Maybe you get the Brad Pitt good guy special and you get a free Whopper or a free quarter pounder. Shit. Whopper's Burger King, Darren. Hey, it is 8:11 a.m. It's time to spy some lies. Bethy, I hope you're having a good Friday morning. Hope Jake's having a good Friday morning, too. Hey, and a shout out to Ruby. I know Ruby hadn't popped on in the morning. That's because Ruby's like nocturnal now, I'm pretty sure. But congrats to Rube on the new job. You know what I mean? She's been swinging for the fences lately. That's something I love about our SDF fam. We kind of all came together in a uniform crisis of the pandemic. Everybody was dealing with the same shit, but still all our own shit. And since then, our EQ of life is the pandemic was real high bars on our EQ. And then that one has kind of shrunk down, and regular life EQ has come up. But we've all stayed, in support of each other through whatever those bandwidths are. I think that's cool. Good on you. So good on you, Rube. All right, it's time to spy the lie. That kettle beef is making me hungry. It's time to spy the lie. And yes, spy the spy versus spy the lie. We're going to start out with the movies opening this weekend. One of these is not opening this weekend. Spy the fake movie. Is it Guns Up, Abrupt End, Southern Fried Romance, A Breed Apart, or Bound? Bound that movie already came out. That had Jennifer Tilly in it and Charlize Theron. Not Charlize Theron. The one that was married to Billy Bob. Angelina Jolie, I think, right? I don't remember. I know it was hot. Guns Up, Abrupt End, Southern Fried Romance, A Breed Apart, or Bound. Which one is not opening this weekend? Guess away. Attention, Brads of Auckland. You both took the day off, so you're great. I took the day off as well in anticipation of being able to drive up to watch Lost in the State, but that wasn't in the cards. So I got the day off of Jack Henry. I still got my radio work to do. Abrupt End, says Lorraine, and you are correct. I'm going to give you a ring just because you're first guess, first nail. Ka-chow. Oh, yeah. No. Deliver two. One cheek for Fred, one cheek for me. All of the following are flavors of Doritos available around the world, except for one. What's the fake Doritos globally? Somewhere in the world you can eat pickled herring Doritos, clam chowder Doritos, intense pickle Doritos. I want those. Tuna mayonnaise Doritos, and anchovy and garlic. So, clam chowder, or pickled herring, clam chowder, intense pickle, tuna mayonnaise, or anchovy and garlic. Which of these is not a real Doritos flavor? I would let you know what, you want to make an influencer, start sending me weird ass foods and I'll try them. But I have to be viral first because I'm not eating this shit for 18 people. Fred's sneaker flavor Doritos. That's in there. Pickled herring, clam chowder, intense pickle, tuna mayo, or anchovy and garlic. Troy says tuna mayo. Nope. You can get those somewhere. Pickled herring, Bethy. Good job. Yeah, it's pickled herring. You cannot. Unfortunately, you cannot get pickled herring. Bring us a herring. But you can get clam chowder Doritos in Japan. Same with anchovy and garlic. And the intense pickle up in Canada. Now, normally I would say, let me text Chris. I'm having somebody ship me some intense pickle Doritos. Not in this climate. Thanks for ruining that one for me. Okay, last one. All of the following are real attractions in the country of Qatar, or Qatar, however you want to pronounce it. It needs a U. Qatar. Qatar. It seems to change depending on which news is influencing the most. They all sound gross except pickle. Agreed. I mean, I would try the tuna mayo, but the intense pickle, hell yeah, serve that up. All the following are real attractions in the country of Qatar. You can go there, you can take tourism moments, and go see all but one of these things. Which one doesn't exist? The Al Shahanaya Camel Racetrack. The Al Wukhar Scrapyard. The Musfar Sinkhole. The Purple Highway are 14 fetus sculptures. Which of these things does not exist in Qatar? Camel Racetrack, Scrapyard, Sinkhole, Purple Highway are fetus sculptures. What a lineup. You know, fuck Disney World. We're going to Qatar, kids. I don't want to see the fetus sculptures. Sit down. Cheer up, damn it. We're finishing this coffee quick. Sinkhole, says John. That's what I thought. I thought it was Qatar. That's what I'd heard most recently, but then I heard Qatar on something, and I was like, I think you meant tater. Purple Highway, says Dennis, and Dennis is correct. They do not have the Purple Highway. They do, however, have a road that's painted light blue to help reflect the heat. But no Purple Highway. But you can go visit the Al Shanaya Camel Racetrack. You can visit the Al Wukhar Scrapyard, which has 20,000 vehicles all abandoned in the desert. The largest sinkhole in Qatar is the Musfar sinkhole, and the 14 fetus sculptures, those are intended to show the development of the fetus. But still, just a little macabre. All right, guess what? I got some signs that you are an actual genius. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Signs that you're an actual genius. Let's get our spies out of here. Look at this genius person. They're so happy their brain exploded. Yeah. Signs that you're actually a genius and not just smart. I'm talking genius. Genius. Putting the genes in genius. You think in unconventional ways. Maybe this is a trait, okay? And these are traits that we would have as people. And you think about this. Do I think in unconventional ways? Yeah. Geniuses often think outside the box. Solutions, ideas that break from tradition, right? So it's a sign you may be tapping into creative genius. If you're highly curious, kind of along the same lines there, geniuses are curious about the world around them. That's why you're here. All the random bullshit I give you, I'm filling your curiosity of the world. You geniuses, you geniuses, shit. You have an insatiable desire to learn new stuff, explore new ideas, even outside of your usual interests. Hell yeah, ballet. But that love for knowledge and drive to keep learning may define you. So that's another sign. Didn't figure there was enough water for a sinkhole, right? Yeah. Maybe that was it. Maybe structurally it got so brittle and dry underneath it went. Phew. You're comfortable with complexity. Geniuses can often comfortably navigate complex problems instead of feeling overwhelmed and, it's all coming and beating me up. They can break down intricate issues, compartmentalize things into manageable parts, and approach them individually with clarity. Often able to hold multiple pieces of information at once and synthesize them effectively. So being comfortable with complexity. I think I'm pretty comfortable with complexity. That's kind of life. Really is balancing all of those things and keeping them in their own box and sorting them out and working on them as we needed to work on them. Complexity. Maybe dead 10 years, but I'm comfortable with complexity. How about this? You got an unusual sense of humor. Well, shit, we're all geniuses. Hooray! Somebody call the action crew. We've got a news story. This might sound surprising, but research suggests that geniuses tend to have a unique and sometimes quirky sense of humor. Yeah, we've all watched what's it called? Big Bang Theory. That show. Some of us call it being on the spectrum. Sometimes it's just got a bizarre sense of humor. You're more like Wile E. Coyote, John. You've tested a ton of kids like, hey, Laura's here. Laura, happy birthday. Shit. I didn't even see you sneak in. We celebrate you. Happy birthday. And I earnestly celebrated you early, but we do the birthdays early. So we got to bring yours in. Happy birthday. Love you. Have a great day. Fucking last day of school. Bye, kids. But you know what? I don't know that I've ever taken an IQ test to find out what my actual IQ is. And I think it's kind of subjective, isn't it? Like I know logic tests that we used to take when we were kids and stuff. A lot of times I didn't have to finish the problem, right? Because you could read intuitively into, well, duh, you're using actual words like never or always. That's going to block out this. That's obviously false. They get you. It's super genius. Genius. So unusual sense of humor, another sign of being a genius. You often daydream. No, none of us do that. We're fully focused and engaged all the time. Hey, here. My eyes are up here. But you often daydream. The wandering of the mind allows you to make creative connections, work through problems, come up with innovative ideas. We talked about how sometimes the best way to come up with a solution is to just drift off. Let your mind work. Stop thinking about it so hard and just let your mind do its thing. No, I don't think I've ever. It's not subjective? Okay. Yeah. You know, we had those ones where you had to like draw the cartoon turtle face. And then this Art Institute guy sent me an email. No, that was before email. Yeah, no, I've never taken one. I'd be curious. I probably would be disappointed. It'd be cool to see what my kids would show up as, though. It'd be better than mine, I'm sure. You are not afraid of failure, genius. No, and that's true. I mean, look at a lot of the inventors, right? Rather than being discouraged by the failure, you see that as a stepping stone to success. Hey, 99% of this worked except for this. Let's fix that thing and move on to the next. Success via failure is success. We call that learning. And your last genius sign, and then we're going to talk about some interesting facts for Wear Purple for Peace Day, since the peace talks went so well yesterday. While not all geniuses are introverts, it's not the case, right? There's some extrovertive, gregarious geniuses out there. Many people prefer solitude, though, to recharge and focus on your thoughts. I like my alone time. I'm not going to lie. This summer's going to be tough when the kids are home and I got to work from home. It makes it tough. I chase squirrels a little bit, and yeah. Laura, what's the over-under on my IQ? I'll go 124.5. I'll take that. I'd take a 124. I appreciate your optimism. But yeah, that time spent alone can create deep thinking, self-reflection, the ability to pursue those personal subjects without distractions. Solitude is often when they connect deeply with their own ideas. Twitter on the shitter, right? Sometimes our best ideas come to us when we're just sitting and thinking. So slow down. Give yourself some time to think today, genius people. Be quiet, self. I'm so happy. All right, let's get into some purple purple peace wearings. I apologize for not wearing purple, but I do feel like I am somewhat coordinated with our purple theme today. Oh, by the way, Laura, you missed it. I went topless earlier. I wanted to show people the back of my shirt, but I didn't feel like turning around, so I just took my shirt off. Look what Jamie got me. I had a good birthday. I got some cool stuff. IQs by Laura. Hell yes. Let's go. I don't know. I would feel intimidated. I don't know if I can do it in your presence. Proctored the exam. I promise I won't cheat. 10 interesting facts for Wear Purple for Peace Day. And of course, on top of our minds is this the war in Ukraine and the peace talks that were supposed to start yesterday, but Putin didn't bother to show up, so that didn't make for very good peace talks. But I'm sick of that dude. He's had 25 years. Get your shit together, dude. Russia's ugly looking right now. You got some nasty things happening over there. And you need to stop fucking up. It's just my opinion as an American. But we wear purple for peace, and not just in the Ukraine, but across the world. And there's global conflicts just about everywhere you can look. And even realistically, you can wear purple for peace within your own communities today. You know, if you've got communities that are divided over maybe something that was polarizing, it just happened with law enforcement or something like that. So wear purple for Peace Day. If you don't want to wear purple for peace today, then wear purple for the Alzheimer's Association. Why not? We sit down together, you give me an IQ test. It's not a proctored exam. You'll send me a test. Oh, like it's not, I always assumed it was something like massive undertaking, like fucking SATs or some shit. I don't know anything. Can you just read my palm? Here you go. It says, "Stop in the name of love before you break my heart." Motown, baby. Let's go. Royal origins. Purple was once so expensive to produce as a color dye that it became a symbol of royalty and power. If you had purple, you didn't have shit all over you. Ancient Tyrian purple was made from thousands of sea snails, making it worth more than gold by weight. In the early trade days, on those trade routes, if you had purple, cash money. Matter of fact, it was so coveted that in ancient Rome and Elizabethan England, laws restricted the use of purple clothing to only nobility and royalty. Hey, poor person, you can't wear purple. Ha ha ha. Commoners caught wearing purple could be punished. You know, you had to hide that shit. You can have purple underwear. Better keep your dress down, by golly. So yeah, that was number 2 tip. Banned for commoners. Number 3, purple doesn't exist in the rainbow. Yes, it does. When I look at rainbow, I see it. No, you don't. You don't see purple. You see violet. But anyway, purple is not there. It doesn't exist in the rainbow. However, purple is as a visible light. Purple is not in the visible light spectrum. What? It's not a spectral color. It is a combination of red light and blue light passing through and being processed by our brains, making it more of a perceived color. Right? That's why 3D glasses work. Now I want to take an IQ test. I want to intentionally fail an IQ test. There's probably a grant that I could get if I had a low IQ. Probably not. Symbol of spirituality and mystery. Purple. In many cultures, purple is linked with magic, mystery, and the divine. It's often used in religious ceremonies, reflective spaces. We see it in our entertainment. We see it in our movies, right? When does purple show up? When it's kind of a questionable villain or questionable protagonist. They may have a complex character. May see purple come in there. But that spirituality, that mystery, Magneto, didn't he have like purple in his cape? I can't remember. Least common primary color in nature too. Yeah, I love purple and violet in nature. When you find it popping on some flowers somewhere, oh, it's gorgeous. It's Red Rocket, you guys. Okay, so symbol of spirituality and mystery. It's associated with creativity because it combines the stability of blue and the energy of red. We've talked about the ties, right, for sympathy and for battle. Because it combines those two. Purple is also often used to represent imagination and inspiration. Psychologically rare, purple is one of the least common colors in nature, as Troy has said. That's right. It might be why it's often associated with uniqueness and luxury and exoticism. We don't see it a lot in nature. Now some beautiful orchids. It is the suffragette color. Purple, alongside white and green, was adopted by the women's suffrage movement to symbolize justice and dignity. The gemstone amethyst, which is a violet quartz. It's basically a purple quartz. If you've ever seen amethyst, it's beautiful. It looks like pomegranate seeds, but more purpley. Anyway, purple is the amethyst is historically believed to protect the wearers from intoxication, keep you from getting poisoned, and help to promote clarity of mind. I think there's some power to some of that stuff. I'm not a, big stone, but I can tell you this. I've got a really nice crystal, a couple of them that Aaron Palmer gave me, some quartz crystals that he dug up. And there's one that fits my hand really well. And it's just a clear white crystal one. But the size of it, the angle, the way that it's naturally formed and cut, it's a beautiful stone. And I love holding it. And that damn thing, that's like my little anxiety reliever sometimes. When I'm doing work shit or I'm getting distracted, I'll hold it. And there's a certain way I hold it. And I can rub my thumb on it. Tactile. Still thinking 124 to 128, Laura? Purple is also used in mourning and in Lent. We see it a lot, of course, around Easter time with Lent. Purple worn during Lent and Advent around Christmas has connotations of penance and reflection. A lot of times we'll see the purple draped on the cross around Easter. And then finally, purple in marketing. What time? Oh, shit, it's 8:31. I don't care. We got warm and fuzzies next. Purple in marketing. Think of what you see it in marketing. Brands like Cadbury, Easter eggs, and Hallmark, and Yahoo uses purple. Anyway, they use it to convey premium quality, creativity, innovation. Crown Royal, purple bag. Sippy, sippy. Laura would bet money on that. Okay, well, we'll do that. We're gonna plan out an IQ test. We'll set it up, and then we'll open up. We'll make it a fucking fundraiser. We'll set up a what do you call those? The grid deal, that you could buy a slot, whatever, and we'll just grid out IQ numbers. You guess whoever gets closest gets like half the pot, and the rest of it we donate to the Deb Etter Memorial Library Fund or something. Okay? Sure, Darren. Why not? Go wear your purple today. And people ask why, I say it's for peace. And then punch them in the head. Just kidding. Here's our Inuit woman reminding me it's going to be like 86 today. So no fur hats. I need to do some summertime warm and fuzzies. I got to get swinging around on some new graphics for the generic stuff. All right, warm and fuzzies today. First off, a lot of high school graduations happening today and this weekend. Big shout out first to those graduates who are heading on to the next chapter of life, whether it's you're getting out of college, getting out of high school. Go and do great things. Please fix this shit, because your kids are going to have to fix this shit, just like my kids and you are going to have to fix this shit. So go get them, seniors. Don't disappoint me. And congratulations. Your hard work is well earned. Congratulations to the teachers who get to say goodbye to some of these students that have probably been a pain in their ass for 4 years or longer. Congrats to the teachers who get to get a break a little bit for the summer here and kick off the end of May. And most importantly, all the love to the parents of graduating high school kids. That shit is hard. It makes me get verklempt right now, thinking about in 2 years having to be in that role. I'm going to be blubbery dad. I'm not shitting you. And the way things changed with this year, you can't bring any signs or anything into graduation, because last year we had 2 ghetto idiots that have been warring families like the Hatfield and McCoys, except on the really terrible ghetto side. And one of them shot the other one or tried to shoot the other one or some bullshit at the Show Me Center last year during graduation. Had nothing to do with graduation. Wasn't even in the main area. Fucked that up for everybody. Now you can't bring gum to the class. But Layla, I don't care. I know the people. I'll bring shit in. And I'll be out there with a big old fat head of Layla. Like I'm going to say anything with a boombox. Third time for you. Yeah, Gregory. Are the calluses even built? No. You can't build calluses against that kind of emotion. So good luck today, man. I know it's going to be a good one. KDVR says a Colorado Springs, Colorado couple added a new furry family member to their collective on their wedding day. Aw, that's sweet. The bride and groom adopted a puppy named Raven. The couple met the dog at the Humane Society of the Pikes Peak region, and they met the dog before tying the knot. Said we're going to adopt him on our wedding day, add him to the family. Well, that's sweet. Good on you. I hope they didn't make a big deal out of it, though. What about crock pots, Woodard? Talking about as far as for purple or for graduation? What about graduated cylinders? Nobody's mentioning them this time of year. Warm and fuzzy number 2. Oh, by the way, and Woodard, you may remember this, and I was thinking you or Julian would probably be the only 2 people that come on here that would know this. But last night, at the SEMO ball game, when Gunnar Doyle went up to bat, I said, oh, this is my boy, Gunnar Doyle. He's going to get a hold of this one. He's going to knock in, at least he's going to get a hold of this one, knock in some runs. First pitch, 2-run RBI. And what did I say? I said, I'm the Swami. They call me the Swami. You remember that? Who was that, Salzman? They call me the Swami. I think it was. Oh, yeah. What about crock pots for graduation? I would like Instapots, more appropriately. Stanford Advocate says a Connecticut high schooler named Dennis recently completed his studies ahead of time. No, the kid's not named as Dennis. This Connecticut high schooler finished his studies ahead of time so he could graduate early so he could be with his mom in hospice. Michael Radziunas wanted to finish early so his mom could see him graduate. Michael's principal, school staffers, and friends went to the hospice where Michael received his diploma and graduated in front of his mom. And his mom passed away 6 days later. That is a heartbreaker, but just goes to show how awesome our teachers and most administrators are when it comes to supporting their students. They moved the heavens and earth so that this boy's mom could see him graduate, and that's awesome. All right, we're going to wrap it up with this one from Polk County, Florida, because we got to balance out the weird shit. WFLA says a Polk County deputy recently rescued a man and a woman from a burning home. Sheriff Jose Rivera arrived at the scene, found the home engulfed in flames. What did he do? Did he roast marshmallows? Did he go, ooh, and take pictures? No. He got in there. He safely pulled a man and a woman from the burning building and saved their lives. Well done, Sheriff Jose. We salute you on this Freaky Friday. Shit, it's 8:37. I mean, not that it matters. You know what I mean? I'm happy to celebrate Laura's birthday and everybody's birthday with you today, and I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. Looking ahead to the weekend, like I said, Lawson right now is at esports, and I'm fixing to go find, I got links to the live streams. I'm going to watch Lawson play esports today. They're going to be good luck getting my attention on the radio today. My boy's gaming. Did he reach for hose B? No. But you guys, yeah, hey, Gregory, damn good point. Charge your devices, especially you guys here in Southeast Missouri and down into the Boot Heel, because we are looking at some funky weather rolling in today and especially this evening. So make sure you got batteries in your radio. If you don't have a radio, download the 93.9 Mike FM app if you want to listen to that music, or Real Rock app, or any of our station apps. We will keep you apprised of those warnings as they come across. Keep an eye on social media. But charge your device so you're prepared. Pay attention to the weather, okay? The National Weather Service they worked their ass off. And I'm going to say, because I'm in Slack with their group in Paducah, right, in St. Louis and Springfield, and that's how we know when shit's coming at the radio station. And those guys, they geek out on it, and they dig in deep, and they work their tails off all across the country. So hats off to everybody but Stone Richards. I heard that. Where's he at? I don't know. All right, that's the end of the game. You guys have a great Friday. Be nice humans. Tomorrow, downtown Cape, beautiful day. Start your day at the Riverfront Market, and then hop over at 9:30 to the Red House Interpretive Center because they have their big Heritage Day tomorrow. They're going to have fucking mule jumping, okay? Blacksmithing, flint knapping. They're going to make handmade lace. They're going to be carving bowls. They got 21 flags of the United States starting out. All those things. It's going to be so cool. So get your ass downtown, okay? And very happy birthday to Laura. And a happy last day of school, more importantly, right, for your birthday. Hooray. Love you guys. Be safe. Be nice humans. And I will see you on Monday for more fun and frolic. In the immortal words of Mickey Sharp, peace.